So is this the big album promo tour then? Because we've got Space Sessions Songs from a Tin Can coming out on October 9th.
Comes out October 9th. Yeah, I recorded it 2.5 years ago up off the planet, and hadn't really thought of what I was going to do with the recordings, but over about the last 6 or 8 months, we added in instrumentals in the studio, put it all together, and it comes out as an album on October 9th. It's both amazing to me, but also pretty exciting.
So that nifty kind of Mungo Jerry slide guitar thing on Feed Up is actually not recorded in a space station?
What I recorded on the space station was voice and rhythm guitar stuff, and wrote and completed the songs up there. So they're space creations, but you know, you end up pretty simple album if you just have voice and guitar. So yeah, we got some of the really good studio musicians around the Toronto area to add in the instrumentals underneath. When I got to the space station, I didn't know how I was going to record music. You know, there was a lot of other things that were more important than that, but I thought it'd be nice to try and record some stuff while I'm up there. I'd asked a couple of the musician astronauts before me, what'd you guys do? They had some ideas. So I tried. There's this huge bulging window, which seems a natural place to write and record music, but it's noisy there. There's one of the big pieces of exercise equipment is right next to it, and the toilet's just down the hall making a big whirring noise, so it wasn't good. I tried just floating cameras various places. I tried one of those little handheld recorders, but what turned out to be the best was to go into my little tiny bedroom, which is just slightly wider than my shoulders, slightly taller than my head. Although you never stand up, you know, you're always sort of floating, but just a little bigger than I am. And then there's a guitar up there, a Vancouver-made guitar, a Larrivée, and it's a 2/3 size guitar, a parlor guitar. Right. And so if I tipped it a little and held it against myself, the guitar and I would just fit into my little sleep pod, and then I would have a microphone floating there, a Sennheiser mic, plugged in through a little preamp to my iPad, which was Velcroed to the wall, and then I just got GarageBand going, and I taught myself to use GarageBand on Orbit because I didn't know. But eventually I got it going, figured how to do a click track, and then I would put, just with one earphone in, put 2 or 3 guitar tracks down. Once I had the guitar tracks and the click track, then I'd move the mic up, have it float in front, sing 2 or 3 vocal tracks, and slowly managed to put 15 or 16 songs into the can by the time I landed.